Bed, just get creative with the positions as far as stretching and breathing, or in a chair. There's really so much that can be done. Perfect. We're going to change directions here and reverse. Be aware of your breath pattern. Breathe in a convenient manner, not forcing it to, not breathing in a way that feels awkward. Just let it flow. And 3 more times around. And 2. Check in with your body, feel your range of motion, and breath. All right, here we'll come to center. Let's take a few moments for alternate nostril breathing, for calming, centering, and relaxing. So we're going to breathe in through one nostril, close off that nostril, breathe it out through the other, and then we're going to breathe in through that one. And so your breath pattern is going in through a nostril, over to the other side, breathing it out, breathing it in, back over to the other side, breathing it out, and continue in that alternate nostril breathing pattern. So relax into it. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes, whatever you feel comfortable with. Usually it's the thumb and the ring finger, thumb, pinky finger. It's up to you, what feels comfortable. All right, here we go. Just maybe 2 minutes. Bring your awareness to your breath. Remember, we're not in a hurry. Expand the breath, expand the lungs, take your time. Check in and see if you can lengthen the breath coming in, and lengthen it as you breathe it out. Bring your focus to what your breath sounds like as you draw it in, and then what it feels like as you breathe it out, or it sounds like. Just fully bring your attention and awareness to your breath. A couple more times. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthen that spine. I'm going to step those feet apart a little bit wide, and we're going to do that spinal wave or the seated cat-cow. So lengthen the spine as you come forward. You can breathe in because you're expanding and opening that chest because it's coming forward and out, and then arching that back. Breathe out and round your back. And then breathe it in, hinging forward, lengthening, and back. Bringing your awareness to the movement and breathing pattern. Two more times. One more. Back to center, and bring those feet together, sitting up nice and tall, and let's bring those hands and those arms forward, reaching up. You can add a back bend at the top if your body's ready for it, and then palms down. Let those arms and hands sweep down and back. There we go. Flip the palms, facing forward, reaching up, back bend at the top, and sweep it down and back. Connect your breath. So as those hands and arms are coming forward and you're opening and expanding that chest, that's a good time to breathe in. And then sweep it down, breathe it out. Let it be smooth and sweepy. There you go. How about 3 more? Smiling can be of great benefit. It just it's like flipping a trigger in the brain. So smile.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah, get a smile.
Yeah, about that.
Remember happy?
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Happy, our password. There we go, one more. All right, we're going to bring our hands forward, bend the elbows, set them on top of your shoulders, the hands on the shoulders, not the elbows. And let's bring those elbows up, back, down and around. So we're opening the chest, and then we're coming forward. You can bring those elbows close together, so we're expanding and stretching the back, from back to chest, opening. Now connect the breath here. So it makes sense that as you bring the elbows forward, you're slightly collapsing the chest. That's a good time to breathe out. And as you're opening, expanding the chest, that might be a convenient time to breathe in. So check it out. Give it a try. And then make it smooth and flowing. And always remember, you can decrease the range of motion, increase the range of motion. We're all different. We all have different needs and abilities. So figure out what your body is ready for. Let's reverse the direction. Circling those elbows, back, up, forward and down. There you go. And check in with your breath. Bring it in. Breathe it out. Perfect. How about 3 more? And 2. You can really bring your awareness within, where you can really check in with the body. Withdraw from all outside distractions. Last one here. Perfect. All right, so let's extend the hands forward. Reach. So sit up nice and tall. Let's reach. So feel your shoulder blades across the back. So let's see if we can reach forward, separating those shoulder blades, and then relax. Bend the elbows, bring it in. So raise the chest up to help straighten the back and lengthen the spine. And let's do that again. So we're going to reach forward, reach. Feel the shoulder blades across the back. So you might feel a slight rounding in the upper back as you're reaching. Relax, bend the elbows, bring it back. Let's do 2 more of those. So separating those shoulder blades far apart from each other, but not really going into like a rounded back, like as in a cat-cow. So 1 more here. Reach and bring it back. Perfect. All right. From there, let's sit up nice and tall. You can sit all the way back. And remember, you're welcome to stand as well. I just sent my ball off to the west. All right, chin down to the chest. Feel the back of your neck. Really check in. Feel the back, how it's lengthening from the base of the skull down the neck, even to the center of the back on either side of the spine. Kind of relaxing into it. And breathe. Now we're going to bring our chin up and look up. Remember, not going so far that you feel a little kink in your neck that's painful, but you're going to open the front of the throat here and then bringing that chin back down to the chest and up again. We're mobilizing the vertebrae. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms, and breathe. So remember, don't be too fast, especially if you're connecting your breath, because then you're not going to be taking nice, long, deep breaths and bringing that oxygen all the way down to the bottom of the lungs, because you'll be in a rush. 1 more. Relaxing into it and breathe it in, chin up, and breathe it out, chin down, relax. All right, from here, while our chin is down, let's roll that chin over to one shoulder and look. Remember, sit up straight, stay centered, because you're working on lengthening the muscles and tendons and ligaments and all that in the neck. And then roll that chin, other side, gently. Sitting up nice and tall. And breathe. Let's go back and forth 2 more times each side. Feel how the stretch and the lengthening changes from the back center of the neck to the side. Maybe even you feel it up to the ear, up to the back of the jaw. 1 more time each side. You might want to drop that chin down a little further into it if your body's ready. Last time, other side. Perfect. Bring the head and the neck forward, center. I should say up, facing forward. And now we're going to rotate. So we're going to look over one shoulder with your eyes. Let's do a little eye exercise with this. So with the eyes, look as far as you can with your peripheral vision. See, I can see Tim there.
I see the coffee.
There you go. I see that. And then let's rotate. And now I'm going to take a peek at Deborah. There we go, with my eyes. Good job, eyes. And then back to the other side. Let's do 2 more times each side. Get the eyes involved. We don't use our eyes enough, and the eye muscles, they get weak too. And then that's a cause for decreased vision. Use those eyes. Look back there. I can almost see the back wall with the wood. One more time each side. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Hey, dear. And other side. There we go. Perfect. All right, facing forward again. How about some shoulder shrugs here? Now you see the modification that Deborah's doing? You can get creative. You can put a pillow under there. You know, if that feels better, you know, in that position, raising your legs up. All right, shrugging those shoulders upwards and take your time. And then send them down, hands, fingers reaching towards the floor. So this is also opening and lengthening those muscles from the neck across the tops of the shoulders. Reaching, extending those fingers down, and then up, shoulders up towards the ears. Breathe it in, and then relaxing like a ball deflating. Breathe it out. 2 more times. Breathe out. 1 more. And out. Perfect. Move into the hands. So you can raise your arms up, shoulder length. If that bothers your shoulders, make modifications. Halfway down, even all the way down. But here, we're going to open the fingers wide, maybe a little wider. Feel it. Feel the fingers. Pay attention. Each finger, how far they can reach, and then the thumbs. And then let's close. So let's do that a total of 5 times. So 4 more. As we open and expand, breathe in. Close into fists, breathe out. So ideally, movement follows breath. So as we move and breathe, we initiate the breath, and then we follow with the movement. 2 more. One more. Breathing first and follow with movement. Beautiful. All right. Here, I'm going to give my shoulders a break, and I'm going to do some wrist circles here. So I'm going to lower my arms, having my hands closer towards the floor. I'm sitting up nice and tall. Engage those abdominals to help support your back. Now, same thing. Reverse the direction. Movement follows breath. So we could connect our breath here. If you really wanted to do like a moving form of meditation, connecting the breath, so you start to breathe. So say you want to breathe in when your hands are rounding up and forward, and then breathe out as they're rounding down and back. So that really slows down the movement when you connect your breath. There you go. Really focus. Bring your awareness within. 1 more. Right, from there we'll do the pointing and flex. Did I do both directions? All right, point down and flex up. There we go, pointing down. Let's connect our breath. So breathe out, point down. Breathe it in, fingers up. When you bring your fingers in, see if you can bring those fingers all the way as if you're trying to touch the inner part of your forearms. Really get a lengthening on the top of the forearm and then underneath. Perfect. Let's give those arms and shoulders a little break. Let's move to the feet. So we're sitting all the way back. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to circle and get the ankle rotation in. and once again, you can connect your breath. So as you round upwards, maybe that's a good time to breathe in, and as you round down, breathing out. Let's do 2 more in this direction. Bring your awareness within. Reverse the direction. Once again, Deborah has the modifications on the ball there. Raising the level of her feet and legs up. One more time up and around. Now, extend those toes out and away, down towards the floor. You'll feel lengthening across the shins, and then bring those toes back and in towards you. Here we go. So connect the breath. Since my feet are moving out, in my mind, that's a good time to breathe out. They're coming back in. I'm going to breathe it in. Two more. And one. From there, point those toes up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to invert the soles of the feet towards each other, bringing them towards center line, and then rotate them outwards and away. And then inwards, I'm going to breathe in, outward, breathe out. 2 more. One more. Perfect. All right, I'm going to scoot forward about halfway in my chair. From there, we did feet and ankles. We're going to move our way up to the knees now. I'm going to tighten my abdominals to sit up nice and tall. I'm going to fully extend my legs, straightening my knee. Now once again, take the level to where you need it. Once again, the modifications. You're extending, you have something raising the level of your foot there, but it's enabling you to get a full extension. And then we're going to bring it back. And I'm sitting forward so I can take my foot all the way under my chair to get a full retraction in that leg. And then I'm going to extend it forward and then bring it back. There you go. How about 2 more? Pause for a moment. Connect the breath. So I'm going to breathe in and breathe out. Moving to the other leg, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fully extend, I'm going to pause and hold, because that's going to give me some strengthening as I hold my legs up, and also as I tighten my abdominals. It's all working together. So I'm getting strengthening and then fully retract it, lengthening. But then the back side is strengthening. And then there's an exchange. So this way and retract. 2 more. So I'm going to breathe it in and breathe it out. 1 more. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Beautiful. All right. So the knee moves easily, normally, in that manner. This one's a little harder because this is not really a rotational joint like, say, the ball and socket of the shoulder or the hips. I'm going to hold my thigh. I'm going to circle my foot around. My focus is on the knee, so I'm going to get kind of a different movement in the knee. Keep that thigh as stable as possible, so the lower leg is getting a lot of movement, but remember we're targeting the knee. Let's reverse the direction. It's about 4 times in each direction as we go through these exercises. And take your time. Connect the breath. I'm going to breathe in as I'm going up and breathe out as it's rounding down. So that's going to slow me down. All right, same thing. Opposite leg. Circle that foot, stabilize the thigh, and make a circle in the air with your foot. Take your time. Connect the breath. Reverse and go 4 more. What color is your circle? Let's see, I think mine is red right now. Maybe that's because that's the root chakra, which is associated with the red color, grounding. Okay, that's enough on the knees and the lower legs, the feet. Move up to the hip. Here we go. We're going to, same thing, we're grabbing our thigh, but this time we're not going to move so much with the lower leg. It's going to follow the knee. So we're making a circle in the air with the knee, but our focus is the hip. So we're getting nice round circles going with the knee. So we're getting all that rotation in the ball and socket of the hip. Take your time, no rush. Reverse the direction, connect the breath. I'm going to breathe in. And as it's going down and away, I'm going to breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Perfect. Set that one down. Back over to the other side. So focusing on the hip. Let the lower leg just follow the circle of the knee. So here we go. 4 times each direction. Connect the breath. Breathe out. Whoop, there was a pop. Breathe in. And 3 more. And breathe. One more time around. Beautiful. Okay. From there, we're going to do a little more with the hips. We're due for a chit chat, so we can get together and check in with everybody live, see how we're all doing, kind of exchange, experiences and what's been going on with everybody. We'd love to hear from you, so let's make it a point to come together at a designated time and day, and let's have a little chit chat. So we're going to raise this knee up and send it out, open. Readjust, pause here, and maybe we want to hinge forward here. Lengthen the spine, flatten the back. Okay, we're going to come back to center. So we're going to raise that leg up, leave it out there for a moment, engage the abdominals, bring it in. There you go. How about connect the breath? So let's see. For me, I'm going to breathe in and breathe out. Take it slow. Pause. Let's breathe in. Breathe out. Set it down. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. We're going to add to this. So we're going to breathe in, bring it up, send it out, breathe out. How about stand up? Get your balance, adjust the distance between your feet, engage those hamstrings and the glutes, and let's push up out of our seat. Okay, here, I think Deborah can demonstrate. You could use the ball, but don't use a ball because it's too rolly, but you can raise the level of your seat. If you're having a hard time getting up and down out of your seat, well, we can all show you. So I don't suggest the ball. Don't do this at home. Okay, right here, if it's a pillow, I'm way up there. It's a lot easier for me to get up from that level than it is from a lower level. Okay. So standing up, my feet are in the same position. Let's add a full body stretch. Reach those fingers up. Now, if you'd like, another suggestion is a little back bend at the top. And then bring it down. Take your time. Have a seat. So even if you have a walker, you can have that walker there. And then you can slowly, now make those legs work though. So don't do everything with the upper body and the arms. Feel your legs working as you slowly lower yourself down. Perfect. And we're gonna bring it in. So lift the leg up, engage the abdominals, bring it back to center. Beautiful. All right, let's do that one more time. So raise it up, send it out. Get your balance, adjust the feet, and stand up. Full body stretch. Back bend at the top is another option. And then slowly and smoothly bring it back in and have a seat as if you're trying not to crack an egg under your butt. There you go. Awesome. Make those muscles work. You know, my poor mama, bring it up, bring it in. She lost the strength in her legs, and it got to the point where it was so hard for her to get up and down anymore. And then she fell a couple of times, and I really could not lift her. That's a bummer. I'm going to keep my legs strong. So this is what it takes. You got to work them. All right. So raise that leg up, opposite leg, other side. Send it out. Set it down. We're going to do 2 of these. We're not getting up here. We're opening, and we're going to hinge slightly forward as we lengthen the spine and flatten the back. And then bring it back to center. Raise the leg, bring it back to center. There you go. One more of those. Raise it up, send it out, set it down, adjust, feel the hips opening, and then hinge slightly forward. Get tall. There you go. All right, bring it up. Leave it out there for a brief moment before you bring it back to center. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to stand up and get out of our seats. Same thing, raise it up, send it out, stand up, work those legs. Perfect. Awesome, guys. Reach up, back bend at the top if you'd like, and then slowly and smoothly have a seat. Take your time. Your legs have to work harder because you're going slower. Very soft. Perfect. Lift it up, bring it back to center. One more of those. Get up. Full body stretch. Back bend at the top, and then slowly and smoothly with grace and ease have a seat. Perfect. Notice our modifications, variations in how we all do things. And back to center. Perfect. Okay, from there, we're going to do abdominal work. So with a ball or without the ball, I'm going to turn this way a little bit. I'm going to bring my hands palm to palm. I'm going to touch my elbows because I want the added benefit of getting a nice little stretch across my upper back. And my arms are not going to be doing the work. They're not going to move. But as I contract my abdominal muscles, I'm going to bring my elbows in towards my belly button. Really working them. I'm purposely tightening my abdominals. Now I'm opening and lengthening. So let's do 10 of these. As we rise up, We're going to breathe in as we crunch down and in. We're going to breathe out. So really get into it. Bring all your awareness within and focus on the movement. Readjust at any time. Feel the concentration in the abdominals. Intensify the contraction. Let's do 2 more. Tighten those abs. 1 more. Open up, sit up nice and tall. Let's give those arms a break. Take some time out. Let's breathe in through the nostrils. Okay, feel the expansion of the lungs from here. So many times when we're stressed throughout the day, we breathe, we hold our tummies tight, and we breathe this much. Everything's at the top. Literally, stagnant air remains at the bottom of the lungs, so you purposely need to draw your breath in, expand the lungs fully to where you just fill them up as much as possible. Imagine that they're going way down to your tummy. And then purposely breathe it out, and forcefully at the end, through your mouth, breathe it out, and then get the bottom stagnant air out of your lungs. Go. Get it out of there. Okay, let's do that 3 times more. So breathe it in, fully expand those lungs. A little more. Blow it out. A little more. Get it out of there. 2 more. Just expel that air as completely as you can, and then bring it in. Take another breath when you think you can't take in any more, or as Deborah says, a little more, a sip. Blow it out. Blow out a little more. Awesome. All right, breathe normally there. All right, let's move it to the obliques. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to move to the side of my chair. Look at the modifications. Here we go. This elbows, send the hip out, the knee out, and then crunch those obliques. Feel concentrated effort, all right? Really crunch. Make your side do the work. Make those obliques work. So not necessarily just the elbow meeting the knee, but crunch and open up. Crunching and open up. There you go. My obliques are causing my upper body to come down and in. 2 more. Connect the breath. Open, breathe in. Crunch, breathe out. Got it. Same thing, opposite side. Bend the knee, send it out, and crunch. Make the obliques intense. Crunch. Breathe. Breathe it out. Okay. Do the same thing I should have done while we were over here, the diagonal. So the same arm, but the opposite knee. We're gonna do a diagonal crunch, so we're working this way. So I'm gonna bring my elbow up, the chair is here for balance. I'm gonna raise my knee, and so make the abdominals crunch and bring that elbow and that upper body in and across. Breathe out, breathe in, open. 2 more. Open. We can do this, add 2 more. Beautiful, open up. All right, other side, we'll get that diagonal crunch. Look at that, I'm not even blocking Deborah. There we go. And crunch, open up 6 times. Three more. Contract the abdominals. There you go. Beautiful. All right. From here, I'm going to get in front of my chair. We're going to do some squats. My chair is here. Make sure it's conveniently located. So if you accidentally do, just kind of, whoop, it's right there. All right. We're going to stand up and sit down. Once again, raise the level as needed so you can sit, get into the squat, and stand. We must keep our legs strong. It's so, so important for our day-to-day functional living. How about connect the breath? Okay, I'm not sitting yet. I'm giving my hips and my knees a little time. I'm giving them a heads up. And I'm going to end up going a little bit deeper into the squat. Connect the breath. Breathe in. Take your time. Breathe out, squat. Breathe in. Breathe out, squat. Now I'm just slightly brushing the edge of my chair there. Back up. Anytime you need to take a break, remember, do what your body needs, not what anybody tells you you need. All right, on the next 2, I'm going to hover. So I'm going to hold it, hover, hold it as long as you can. I'm feeling the burning start across the top of my thighs, quads, and come up. And again, I'm going to do that one more time. Hover, strengthen. Are both sides of your body working evenly? And rise up. Perfect. Let's send those toes pointed outwards. Widen your stance. This is plie. Make sure my chair is there. This is a little easier on the knees a lot of times when we point our toes out. And here we go. We're going to go down like we did and rise up. Squat down. Check in with your muscles. Just feel them. Feel them working. Take your time, no rush. Remember, the slower you go, the more time your muscles have working. Breathe. Let's breathe in here. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Remember, you can modify. All right, we're going to do 2 hovering. Here we go. Hover. adjust the feet and the legs as needed. That's a little different. I feel it. So that tells me maybe it's a little weaker on the inside. Come up. One more. Hover. Take it down as far as what you want. And breathe. Up. There you go. So my knees started talking to me, so we're going to get out of that. Moving to the side of the chair. Let's do a couple of pendulum leg swing exercises. So forward and back. And breathe. One more. All right, diagonal. Adjust your position and go 8 times. One more. Perfect. Moving to the other side of the chair, same thing. Get that leg going back and forth 8 times. And breathe. 4 more. And 2. Last one. Diagonal. I'm going to do a little turn away from my chair and diagonal leg swing 8 times. 4 more. And 4. There you go. All right. This time I'm going to move to the side of my chair. We're going to move into a lunge. So I'm going to see if I can do it without moving my chair. Sending one leg forward so I can stay close to my chair. The leg to the farthest back side of the chair is the one I'm bringing forward. So as I bend my knee and come forward, it can just go behind that chair. And I'm still in the picture where I need to be. Keep the knee behind the toes. Straighten that back leg. Adjust your position. Spine is elongated. Now let's add some balance here. Let go if you choose. How about sending those arms out to each side? Look forward. Relax the arms. Straighten that forward leg. Work on your balance. Now here, I'm going to use the chair. Flatten the back and I'm going to hinge forward, keeping both legs straight. And breathe. Feel the lengthening and the stretching on the back of the legs. Bring it back up to center. Let's move back down into a lunge. Use the chair as needed. I'm going to work on my balance. Looking forward, I can still see my toes in front of my knee. In front of my knees. I'm going to straighten up and balance. Look at something that doesn't move, like one little spot on the ceiling or on the wall across the other side of the room. Relax your arms. Straighten that front leg. Flat back, hinge forward, get a nice long stretch. And breathe. There we go, come back up. Step forward. I'm going to move to the other side. Same thing. Now it's the opposite leg that's going to come forward. So I'm going to let it be behind the chair. I'm going to send my other leg back. And forward lunge, I'm looking. I'm adjusting my stance. And I can still see my toes just in front of my knee. Straighten that back leg. Dropping down into the lunge. And let's balance. That feels okay. You can bring those arms up. And breathe. And breathe. There you go. Relax in the arms, straighten that forward leg. Both legs are straight. Hinge forward, flat back. Get a nice long stretch on the back side of those legs. Breathe into it. Coming back up. Sink back down into the lunge, bending that forward knee, keeping it behind the toes. That feels okay, add the balance. Look at something on the wall or the ceiling across the room that doesn't move. Look at Tim's variation, awesome. See, get creative. Do what feels good for your body. Okay, here we go. Straighten that forward leg and flat back, hinge forward, lengthen the spine and feel the stretch. And breathe. Coming back up, step forward. All right, how about the insides of the legs? So I'm gonna step out while I'm on this side. So I'm gonna send the leg away from the chair. I'm gonna keep this leg close to the chair, and I'm gonna just kind of come in towards the chair so that leg gets a nice long inside stretch. Look at the foot position and adjust it as needed for your comfort. Straighten the legs. Nice and tall, long spine. All right, here we go. Sink down into it. Nice long inner thigh stretch. Go down as far as what feels right for you. And breathe. Straighten it up. There you go. Step in. Other side. The other leg, I'm going to send it out. I'm going to get a little bit behind my chair. I'm going to send that leg out. Stand wide. And I'm going to come in towards the chair. And that is going to stretch the inside of my leg there. I'm going to sink down into it. Use the chair as needed. And breathe. All right, straighten it up. Move over just a little bit. And then come in towards the chair. There we go. And breathe. Breathe into it. And come back up. Perfect. All right, step your feet together while we're standing, or you may sit. We're going to get a nice side body stretch too. So we're going to send that arm up. And go over, lengthen that side opening. Back up to center, reach towards the ceiling. Bring the arm down and breathe. Let's connect our breath to this one. So as we're reaching that arm up to the ceiling, let's breathe in. And side bend, breathe out. Straighten back up, breathe in. Reach, arm down, breathe out. Perfect. So while we're here, before we move to the other side, let's send that arm up one more time. Adjust the position of your feet. We're going to side bend over, but this time rotate that upper body forward and over. So reach towards the opposite wall. And now let's open. Let's open that side. Maybe even bring your arm towards the back a little bit more. And then one more time. Rotate the upper body over and forward. Reach to the opposite wall. And then open it up. Stand up, nice and tall. Bring that arm down. All right, a couple more minutes here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to send that arm and those fingers up towards the ceiling. Adjust your position. And side bend over. Give it a moment. Don't be in a rush. Back up. Reach, bring the arm down. Breathe. I'm going to connect the breath. So my arm is going to come forward. I'm going to breathe in. And side bend over, breathe out. Stand up straight, breathe in. Arm down, breathe out. Perfect. All right, we're going to change the orientation of our upper body position. So we're going to reach up, side bend over, rotate that upper body forward, and reach towards that opposite wall. Really feel like the ribs are separating, stretching, and then rotate back to center, side bend. Now maybe bring that arm, and then you're rotating slightly toward the back. And then bring it forward one more time. Well, wait a minute, stand up straight, bring it down. Let's go in order. So one more time, reach it up, side bend over, rotate the upper body over, forward, across. Reach those fingertips. Breathe, open it up, open, slightly back. And then side bend, stand up straight, breathe it out. Beautiful. All right, have a seat. We're going to reach up, breathe it in. Bring the hands palm to palm through heart center. Breathe it out. Let's recall our intention that we set at the beginning of class. So take a moment, breathe, recall your intention. All right, let's breathe it in. Reach up, breathe in. Breathe it out, arms out. One more time. Reach up, breathe it in, bring it through heart center. Breathe out. And repeat after me. Peace for my body.
Peace for my body.
Peace for my mind.
Peace for my mind.
And peace always surrounding my soul.
Peace always surrounding my soul.
Namaste, everybody. Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, Tim. All right, everybody,
Thank you.
enjoy your afternoon. Make it a great one.
I love that coffee, but
Uh-oh. You're like, uh-oh, come on, class.
sweat bullets.
Tim, did you already wipe these? Yeah.
I did not.
Okay.
I used to sweat the weights.
Got it.
Did you like the angle? I know
I
we
do.
could do a little bit more. kind of like we're in this little enclave right here.
Yeah.
It worked for today.
Do you think it'll work for tomorrow?
I'm not sure, with a lot more moving around.
Yeah. I kind of liked when I stood right there, because then you could see you and Tim,
Mm-hmm.
and then me right there. And
Yeah.
we were kind of like in an arc.
I like how I can see what the picture looks like on the computer.
It's much better on the podium too, isn't it? Where
Yes.
it's more eyesight,
Mhm.
so you're not looking off like your ass.
Right.